start. MTC 2.1.2, Exercise 1. Just as I was approaching 30, I was offered a sponsorship to go to the Ladies Professional Golf Association in the USA and attend their qualifying school. But I was very concerned about my family rather than thinking it was a good opportunity. If I accepted the sponsorship offer, I couldn't continue to work for Mom, to help her out and to earn us some extra income between amateur golf tours. This would mean there would be less money coming in to begin with, though the sponsorship money would support me through qualifying school. Of course, there was a small chance I could make the grade to become a professional, which should lead to higher earning opportunities. It was a risk for us financially. I don't want to leave you in trouble, Mom. Never mind about that, daughter. Of course you must do this. It's a wonderful opportunity. We'll manage. She smiled. We always have up to now, and it's time for you to step out and take the chance. Are you sure? Of course I'm sure. If you don't give it a go, you'll always regret it. I was so glad to receive her support. Thanks to her words, I was able to move on to my goal with a lighter heart. MTC. Good job. Let's start. MTC 2.1.2, Exercise 2. It was the day when I had the opportunity to attend my first board meeting. I arrived early. It was a great honor that I had been asked to join them as a board member. Their mission was important. The other members were powerful, highly respected women from across the nation. I had heard about their work and their reputations for years. I was finally going to get a chance to meet them. As I walked into the meeting room, someone from the organization was already there, getting ready for the meeting. Caterers were bringing in delicious treats and hot coffee. I looked at the big mahogany table and quickly saw that name tags and binders were already being arranged and placed on the table. I saw my name with a handwritten note from the president welcoming me to my first meeting. Quite frankly, I couldn't believe what my eyes were seeing. MTC. Good job. Let's start. MTC 2.1.2, Kaylee turned away from the Christmas tree and saw her mother fussing at the kitchen sink. Callie. She was a few inches shorter than Kaylee, and still healthy at 53. Callie 5'3". She looked to be in her early 40s with fine wisdom lines showing only when she smiled. 40. Today she was smiling. She loved nothing better than to have all of her children in the house sharing fun and food. The table was lined with shrimp and cocktail sauce, hot wings with dips, Swedish meatballs, ham, and turkey, not to mention the variety of vegetables and dinner rolls. There was far too much food for 13 people, but the leftovers were always divided up and the tradition continued. 1-3. Mom called the family into the living room. It's that time. She smiled as she handed out stockings to everyone. This too was a tradition. The stockings held small things for each individual as well as candies and fun stuff. MTC. Good job. Let's start. MTC 2.1.2, Exercise 4. The door opened into our office area and a voice said to the secretary, "Where does Bolia sit?" Bolia. It was the CEO's and I could hear him walking toward my office. CEO. He was a tall, muscular man. Suddenly, he was standing in my doorway with his right arm raised. I was thinking, he's going to punch me. I was frozen as he walked over to the desk. I braced myself for the impact as he laid his arm on my shoulder and said, "Nice job, Bolia. It took a lot of courage to speak against me and you showed a lot of integrity. You never backed down and you described a future for the company that I had not considered." Bolia. As he walked out the door he said, "I wanted you to be the first to know that I approved the project you suggested." I was stunned. I had gone from near fainting for fear of losing my job to the delighted state of a conquering warrior, satisfied with myself for sticking up for what I felt was right. Within minutes people were walking into my office congratulating me, an uplifting experience that had me holding my head up high. MTC. Good job.